What's up everybody, it's your girl Sophia. I am glad to be back. Sorry it's been a while since I uploaded on this channel. You know, I've been uploading on my other channels and TikToking and trying to be in the groove of everything. So I'm so sorry I haven't been here in a while, but thank you guys so much for coming back. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button so you guys can know whenever I upload another video. Basically today, you guys, I want to jump into a couple things that are a little bit, I would say, controversial, especially in our age group or my age group, or I guess any age group. And I want to talk about my personal experience. And I had an overwhelming response on Instagram today when I posted about being sober for 20 days and, you know, about alcohol and stuff like that. So I had an overwhelming response of like positive, some negative, whatever. So I just wanted to sit down and have this discussion because I feel like it's not talked about a lot, especially with everything going on in the world and just in the time that we live in, and I guess just like being in your 20s and even in your 30s at all. So I just wanted to talk about this a little bit and talk about my experience. And then I also asked you guys to give me some of your confessionals just to lighten the mood a little bit, or maybe darken it, because sometimes this can get a little crazy. So towards the end of the video, I am definitely going to be reading some of my favorite confessions and things that I think that a lot of people could probably relate to. Basically, I wanted to do something to help me gain a little bit of control in my life. I feel like if you guys have been watching me for a while, you know that I struggle with anxiety, especially when my son isn't with me and he's across the country, basically. I mean, it's only a few states away, but that's what it feels like. You know, visiting his dad, I'm always like, my anxiety is always at an all-time high when that's going on. But I have noticed and always known since I was like a teenager that when I drink alcohol, then even if it's like a couple drinks or whatever, like the next day, I feel like my anxiety is like at an all-time high. So experiencing that, I just always know when I'm taking a drink or whatever that I'm going to experience that anxiety, you know, badly the next couple days after. I'm not sure if any of you guys can relate to me on that. I know that it's actually like a physiological thing. After talking to like therapists and stuff like that, I mean, alcohol just heightens anxiety in general, but being hungover, it's like crazy. So that can really spark up, like if you have depression, anxiety, whatever, all that good stuff. I just feel like we have gone through a really hard time, obviously, with the pandemic and everything going on. I think that the overconsumption of alcohol has really started because of COVID. And I think that I've had so many discussions with my girlfriends about this. Like, I think that people are just like, were really depressed for a long time. A lot of people didn't know what to do with themselves at home. We live in Vegas, so we're lucky enough that like, I feel like Vegas wasn't closed for very long, but it's still different, you know? And it's just hard to cope with, and it's hard to cope with as parents. If you have your kids home all the time, that shit sucks. Like, I'm not trying to be rude. I know that I'm very grateful to have more time, and I'm sure all parents can relate to that, but it's not something that if you're not used to it and then you're thrown into it, it's really hard and it's scary and it makes you feel like you want to drink or take the edge off or whatever, and I get that. So I know that there's like a lot of, oh, there's a fly. I know that there's a lot of like TikToks and like funny things that I guess kind of like glorify drinking, or maybe just make you feel like, oh, okay, it's okay that I'm like overly drinking or like whatever during this time because it's hard. And I was definitely one of those people. I mean, even like a week ago, just thinking like, oh my God, like it's a tough time, let me celebrate with a drink. Or, oh my God, I'm working so hard, let me celebrate with a drink. Or, oh my God, you know, like a lot of excuses or whatever to drink. And I have drank since I was a teenager, so I didn't think it was an issue. And I still don't think it's an issue, but just like with eating bad or whatever, I think that sometimes in life you have to take a step back and you have to just be like, okay, listen, like I am doing this a little too often, and I feel like I need to take a little bit of control over my life. And that's where I'm at right now. So this morning I posted basically like a challenge with you guys. I go to the gym every day, but a lot of my results stay stagnant when I drink heavily. So I'm not, you know, like seeing the results in my stomach that I want to, because I am drinking a lot. And, you know, obviously alcohol, if you look up what it is actually doing to your insides, it's just not the business. It's not cute. So I definitely can control my alcohol. Like I could have a glass of wine or whatever with dinner if I wanted to and not like go overboard. I'm not one of those types of people. Like if I want to drink to get drunk, I'll do it. Don't like, and I've been there. I just was there on Cinco de Mayo. But basically I just don't, I'm sick of waking up feeling like shit and then having like a day to recover because I'm older. So it takes me, I used to be able to like get up like this, but I can't anymore. And obviously like I have a kid, I have a husband, I have shit I have to take care of. So I'm sick of that. And I just want to take the reins back on like my health and fitness and my food as well. So I'm starting this 20-day challenge. It's starting today. Today is day 1. I posted on my Instagram, so make sure you guys are following me there. And on my TikTok, I'll leave all that stuff below. But I'm just going to be doing my normal routine, but I'm going to cut out all alcohol and all fast food for 20 days. And that shit is harder than it looks because I actually tried to do this a week ago and I was like 10 days in and then Cinco de Mayo happened and I just lost it. So it is hard, but I think that at the end of it, just like a lot of people fast, which I think is also a really great way to gain control over, obviously if you don't have any issues with food or if you have a good relationship with food, it's a good way to control your eating habits and stuff like that, just to know like that you have this capacity and like this mental strength to not do it. You also want to remind yourself like you can still be fun and have fun without alcohol for like a few weeks. So, I mean, there's so many reasons, like for if you have anxiety or depression, it's going to help for your body, which is a lot of the reason I'm doing this too. I'm going to Miami. I want to feel good about myself. I want to look good. And I want my results in the gym to pay off. So I am 100% sober for 20 days and I want you guys to hold me accountable. And if you guys are down to do this with me, I will absolutely hold you accountable too. But I wanted to do these confessionals because I think that I have woken up so many times after drinking being like, oh my God, or like looking at my text like, oh, why did I take that picture or whatever. And you know, it's not a good feeling, especially when you struggle with anxiety already. It's something that like you're already overthinking everything, so it makes you overthink even more. So if you guys struggle with that like me, I'm hoping these relatable confessions can kind of, I don't know, ease you a little bit and ease your anxiety or however you feel after you drink. So let's get into that. Okay guys, I'm ready to read some of these confessionals. I've already read a few of them and I can relate to so many of these that I'm like actually even embarrassed to tell you, but these are 100% anonymous, so obviously I'm not gonna be reading anyone's names. I just think it's good to get this shit off your chest. So viewer discretion advised. The first one that I got was, made out with a girl that I did not like at all. Ha 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 ha, we hate each other. And this is from a female, so I understand that completely in my younger days. Like, oh my God, dude, that's so embarrassing. Like waking up the next day and like, just, oh, it's cringy. And I totally get where you're coming from. I honestly can't even tell you how to get over that because I feel like time is like the only thing that would heal that. Time heals all and heals hurt to walk in, honey. My dog just did a front flip off the couch. Sorry, everyone. You okay, Sunny? Come on, Sunny Bear. When Sunny Bear drinks too much, he always calls his ex-baby mom. Okay, so another one I got was, I got naked and started dancing on a table. How many girls, leave a comment below, can relate to this one? Girl, you are not alone. That has happened to me and my best friend. Sorry to put you on blast, Carol. So many times, not necessarily like out in public, but like on party buses and stuff like that. Like, dude, I mean, at the time you think it's fun and a good idea, but then you look back and you're like, what the hell was I just, like, I don't get it. So the next one, this one's funny. It's not funny, but it is. This one said, she stepped in dog shit and then went into a guy's car. It's like all these things, you guys, obviously we would never do as a sober person, and it's okay every once in a while to get like this, so don't like feel bad. Obviously I can relate to 90% of these, like I said, but I'm just showing these so you guys can relate and be like, damn, I've been there, girl, and I don't want to be there for, you know what I mean? So maybe this could like help you guys with this 20-day little challenge, because I want you guys all to try to do it with me. Let's see, another one was this is funny. This is from a guy. So one guy said that he got so drunk that he peed on himself on the third date. He said, I thought she was going to dump me for sure, but 11 years later, nope, LOL. She just probably understood and has been there herself, so don't feel too bad about that one. Okay, hold on, let me put my dog away because he's going psycho. This is from one of my girlfriends, and I know exactly who she's talking about, but I'm just not ready to come to terms with this. I'll let you guys draw your own conclusions. My friend used to pee on her ex-boyfriend's toothbrush at his parties, and I let it happen. I wouldn't say that that's embarrassing, okay, Brianna? Because he deserved it. So that is all I'm going to say about that one. Okay, so this next one is from a female as well. She said that she got caught doing the nasty outside of her house in the car. The cops pulled up and she was drunk. Damn, there's so many things about that, like, I can't. I totally understand. I mean, having the cops come and you being drunk is obviously probably the worst part, but just so embarrassing. I cannot even imagine. Let's see. This is a good one. My girl said that she invited the wrong person over with the same name in her phone because she got her contacts and her phone mixed up. I cannot say I've never done, or yes, I can say I've never done this, sorry. I actually have not ever done this, but I could see how easy that could be if you're intoxicated and you see something like this happen. Let's see, another one. Walked out of my hotel room naked in Mexico thinking that it was the bathroom door. I'm sure so many people that worked at the hotel or that were staying there were very happy to see you because you look bomb. So let's see, another one was, oh my gosh, you guys, there's so many. Okay, this next one is similar to one before, so I think a lot of people probably can relate to these if this many people are saying this. I peed the bed and my wife was with me. She helped me clean it though, the first time that I ever drank clear alcohol. I surprisingly have never done that, but I could say probably like 8 out of my 10 friends have. And if you get to that point, it's just like, oh my God, I'm sure you wake up so embarrassed, but I'm so glad that your wife stuck by your side and helped you clean it because I might throw up, to be honest. Okay, let's see. Another one is, this one is a little deep, you guys. Someone said that I tried to kiss my own damn brother. I'm so embarrassed. Okay, so I will say, you know, before people ever go in on someone like this, remember, this is a safe space to talk about stuff like this, so don't. I actually one time was pretty intoxicated, and Derek and Ryan, his twin brother, obviously look exactly the same, and from behind I put my arm around Ryan like this, and he was like, are you good, sis? And I was like, oh my God. And I totally thought it was Derek. Obviously they look exactly the same and it's not that intense, but I understand where you're coming from, and I'm sure there's a backstory to this that's like incredible. And I'm so sorry you had to go through that, and I'm so sorry you have to live with that, because I know you're probably so ashamed and embarrassed of that, and I totally get it. So I'm so sorry. Those are probably the best ones for today. I'm thinking about doing confessionals like this weekly, not necessarily just about embarrassing things that you've done like while you're under the influence, but just like things that you can get off your chest. So tell me if you guys would be interested in something like that, like where we can talk about it and I can give you guys advice, and obviously it would be completely anonymous, kind of like a little therapy session. And yeah, so this is day 1, you guys, of Sober Sophia. So I don't want you guys to get the wrong impression like I was drinking a lot or whatever. Like, I mean, it might have even just been once a week, but like I said, like my hangovers, I just can't hang like I used to, and I want to get this body right for Miami, and I want you guys to do it with me. So if you guys are interested, make sure you guys comment down below, and just make sure you guys are subscribed to my channel and you click the notification button so you guys can see all my videos for the next couple days and weeks and whatever, just giving you guys updates. I will be posting some of my workout routines. It's just really hard to film at the gym, so I'm gonna try to do my best to do that. Probably some funny TikToks or whatever, and then also just updating you guys on what I'm eating, because part of this is it's number one, obviously I posted this on my Instagram, is no alcohol, but number two is no fast food. By that, I mean even like healthy fast food, whatever, like just anything someone else makes. I wanna challenge you guys to do the same thing with me because it's really challenging. I mean, meal prep services are good as well, but I'm gonna try to go to the grocery store at least once every couple of days because that helps me just have fresh food so I don't waste any food or anything like that, and just try to meal prep everything that I can. Just so, because if you're ready and like you have your preps and everything ready, there's really no excuse for you not to get it done. And I promise it's the best way just to be, I guess, prepared, because if you're not prepared, then you're gonna lose and like eat bad or whatever. So I challenge you guys to do this with me. If you guys are down, make sure to leave a comment below, and let's do this together and see how our bodies change, our minds change. Let's see if our anxiety gets better, our depression, or whatever. I am reading a book. It's called Sober Girl Society right now. One of my best friends, Brianna, she recommended it to me because she did a cleanse like this as well. So let's just cleanse our mind, body, and spirits, and just get better control over our life with food, alcohol, especially after such a shitty and crazy time in the world, because I feel like right now society is really alcohol driven, and that's okay. Like, we're going through a shitty, like really hard time. People are out of jobs, people don't have houses, people are dying, people are sick. So let's not stray from the fact that this has been really, really fucking hard. I get that. So I just encourage you guys to try to stay strong. Obviously I did it for like 10 days and then I just lost it on Cinco de Mayo. But I will say that's a couple things that I've learned just in those 10 days of like, you know, being sober and everything. I found a drink that I really like. It's the KeVita kombucha drinks. You can order them like at Whole Foods. Amazon Fresh has them. What else? I think like Sprouts, probably Trader Joe's, whatever. It's like sparkling kombucha basically. And obviously it's a really good probiotic for your gut in general. So that's great when we're doing this cleanse, but also it just gives you kind of like a beer-ish taste almost. And obviously, you know, doesn't have alcohol or a very low percentage of alcohol. But it is like a bubbly, you know, good drink, and it's good for you. It has a lot of live bacteria in it and a lot of live probiotics, all that stuff. So, that's one thing that I would suggest, is finding something like a sparkling water or whatever that kind of like, I don't know, just gives you a little like bubbly sensation or something if you do have to like go out with friends or whatever. And also just stay strong. Like, dude, it's 20 days. We got this. It's not that big of a deal. Like, let's just see how it changes, you know? It could change your face if you have acne. It could change so many things with the food, especially. Like, oh my God, you guys, this could really be life-changing for some people. So I think that it will definitely help our relationship with food and alcohol after these 20 days. And I encourage you guys to do it with me. So stay tuned for the results.